We are feeling a whole range of emotions as we process Trump's victory. Donald Trump is playing our communities, is playing American voters, is playing the Arab and Muslim community. And it is failed democratic leadership that is allowing him to do that. I mean, the folks who voted for Trump are not theoretical to me. The folks who voted for Trump are my cousins, my friends, people who were tasked with a very difficult, task of carrying a lot of grief and trying to do a politically savvy thing at the same time.
Well, no surprise that Dearborn Heights, and city of Hamtramck voted all for President Trump. I think that there were a clear indication that this community was truly upset, angry at the Biden-Harris administration.
That's exactly right. Many of them voted for him because they were angry with the Harris-Biden administration, and they thought they were doing the right thing, or whatever it is they were doing. Okay, some of them in the coming videos you're going to see actually said they didn't vote for either Trump nor Harris. They voted Stein, and some of them even so many things that they said. So it's not even about, maybe they knew what they were getting into, exactly what Trump's policy meant. I guess maybe they thought they were just, I don't even know what they were thinking. But anyways, hi beautiful people, let's get into these videos. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. All credit goes to the creators in those videos. Let's see what Arab Americans have to say, why they voted for who they voted for. But now that we are 100 days in, do you think they still have the same thoughts? Let me know in the comment section.
Trump's remarks are very outrageous.
Obviously what he said is ridiculous and it would never happen.
I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
I'm here in Dearborn, the largest Arab majority city in the US, and the war in Gaza was a deciding factor in the presidential election here. In this largely liberal city, President Trump won, and that was a big deal. We came here to speak to the Arab American community to find out how they feel about President Trump's comments about taking over Gaza.
I voted third party. I think it's unlawful and delusional for him to think that he can displace Gazan people from Palestine, and that is calling for ethnic cleansing.
I voted for Donald Trump. The initial reason why I voted for him was that he promised to bring stability to the Middle East and, to focus more of our resources on our country.
Do you regret voting for Trump?
I feel like I do and I don't. It's like mixed feelings, because I feel like if I did vote for Kamala or I didn't vote at all, my vote would have went to waste. She might have won, and I don't think that it was in her best interest to have a ceasefire.
No one should be shocked by it. This guy's illiterate. He's never read a book about Palestine or maybe a book about anything.
How did you vote in November?
Stein.
Why did you choose not to vote for Trump or Harris?
If the Democrats would have won the White House, no one would have ever listened to us ever again. They would have said these people cry wolf, they'll eventually come around, or their votes don't mean anything. We couldn't let that be the case.
I came home the day I met Trump, and I gave my son a MAGA hat. And I said, I guess we're there. And he said, ew. His first words to me were, ew. I said, but Baba, he said he's going to stop the war. And he said, okay, that's it. Give me that hat. We're voting for Trump. And that's the sentiment, not just of an 8-year-old, but of an entire community. If you're going to stop the war, even if I don't like you, I'm on your team.
Let's start with the results out of Dearborn and what Donald Trump's win means for Arab American voters there and around Michigan. What's your biggest takeaway from that?
For many of the Arab Americans in Dearborn Heights, and Hamtramck, it was not so much a pro-Trump vote, but really an anti-Biden-Harris administration vote. We heard that anecdotally, and I think that that is borne out in the numbers too. But I think looking forward, we have to recognize that folks that Donald Trump has already announced to be in his inner circle, in his cabinet, folks like Elise Stefanik, Marco Rubio, they are staunchly in support of Israel. So right. I don't know if the folks will have buyer's remorse in those communities, but I think that these folks will shake it up.
We're voting third party. I'm going to play I'm just going to ask you this because a lot of people are saying it. What do you say to people who argue that you are wasting your vote in helping to get Trump elected? Who would like to take that first?
Well, if Trump does get elected, that's not our problem. That's solely the Democrats' problem. I can't, in good conscience, vote for either party, Democrat or Republican. So like when they say, oh, but, you know, a vote third party is a vote for Trump. Well, first off, I'm not going to vote for somebody who has a direct hand in genocide. And then secondly, I'm not voting for Trump either. So that's your problem, not mine.
Okay, does anybody want to add to that? Please.
I think it's kind of presumptuous to assume that the Democratic Party had our votes in the first place. So I actually, I resent that assumption. In 2020, not 2020, I'm sorry, back in 2000, I remember, both parties kind of scaring our community into going one way or another, right? I was not old enough to vote. Then in 2004, they scared me into voting for John Kerry. I said never again at that point. I'm not going to be backed into this anymore, into this corner. The lesser of two evil is actually the evil of two lessers, and I'm not going to engage in that.
The lesser of two evils is the evil of two lesser. Okay, you have to agree with me. That's a really funny one. Anyways, all these were before the election, right? Before he said he was going to take over Gaza, right? And before so many things they are now finding out. Because the reason why some of them said they voted for him because they were tired of high inflation, they are tired of feeling ignored by Democrats. Some of them said he would put more focus on the Arabs because some of them saw him as a strong leader that will fix American skills, right? In quotes, they said they wanted the president that will put America first. Now, Trump's immigration crackdown is hitting everybody, not just the border. And the Muslim majority countries, right, they are facing extra visa restrictions. Now, new profiling policies are being quietly rolled out, right? Now, Trump's language about, in quotes, enemies within has made a lot of these Arab Americans nervous. Even the ones that are US citizens, all those ones that are saying they are US citizens, all of them now are nervous. And they are saying that they will never vote Republican again. Some of them are saying that they are forming new political groups just to make the Arab American voices louder. And our president is doubling down and is promising on even tougher immigration policies in 2026. Ha! Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Because it looks like Arab Americans are finding out and they are finding out first. And it's been 100 days. In my next video, we're going to talk about Trump's 100 days in office and how people are reacting to it. Thank you for listening. If you have found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Let the conversation begin from there. I'll see you in my next video very soon. Please don't forget to stay safe. Ciao.